What's up, guys? I'm the Gumdrop Gamer, and you are watching the Gumdrop Gaming channel. And today, we got some more Joe and Mac. So let's go! Let's do some Joe and Mac speedrunning. Maybe we'll actually get that 1cc today. Who knows? Could be wishful thinking. But we can just pretend. We've basically been playing once every week. So one thing I'm thinking is gotta do that roll attack more often to avoid damage. Okay, got the purple dinosaur this time. Doesn't usually happen. But I was literally trying for that. Okay. That should be my one up. Okay, gotta remember it's a little bit, well, maybe it's not. I was thinking it's a little bit faster. Ooh. If I go to the left hand side, but you do have to wait for him to come down. Alright, no big deal there. We got the fire, so we're off to a pretty good start today. Plus we got one extra life, which could help. So yesterday I decided I was a little bit bored with the games that I've got. And I decided to get a Wii U again. And I decided that the games that I was going to get were going to be Breath of the Wild, which I had decided that I didn't like, and I also decided that I didn't give it a fair shot. Because to me, it just felt, just my initial reaction to it is it felt like I was playing a Dark Souls game, but less good. Because there wasn't as much to like the upgrading weapons. That was the part that I liked about Dark Souls, was being able to upgrade like all my gear. And I would be doing a lot better if I'd stopped throwing this crap upwards. So I got that, and then I also got Super Mario Galaxy with it as well. So I played through like the first 4 shrines with my brother for Breath of the Wild, which I just did all yesterday. So I didn't sleep a whole lot. I was up half the night because I wanted to play that, and well, there were, oh, did I screwed that up? But we got Boomerang, which is more gooder for the level. Oh, I knew I probably screwed up when I did that. Now we can't get that. So yeah, you're supposed to roll into that egg, and I think I've already proven it once that you can get the wheel by doing that. And that's not gonna work. This'll work. Super Mario Galaxy was part of the early 3D Mario games, which is why I never played it. I don't remember if I've told this story at all on the channel, but Mario 64 came out. You know, Ocarina of Time came out with the N64. So we were upgrading our consoles and everything. And a lot of people were just really happy about that. I, on the other hand, was one of the people who, you know, I loved my old games. What was wrong with this? What was so wrong with the Super Nintendo that we couldn't keep something going like that? Was, you know, what I always kind of just wondered. Because that was the tried and true that... Ooh. I lost a lot more life than I thought I had. But that was the tried and true... Everybody loved those games, and now... Now we had a system that only had 3D games. So, you know, it wasn't that we had 3D games. That wasn't the problem. Not for me, and probably a lot of the other people who actually had issues with the system. It was that you were taking this tried and true, everybody loves this, we're just going to scrap this idea that everybody loves and give something that's completely untested. Our graphics are going to be so-so. Because we're still learning how to do 3D models. Which, you know, I still don't understand how the N64 just got... Everything was just so blocky. Because, you know what other game had 3D models? For the characters, Donkey Kong Country. That was, I think, that was the first mainstream game on the Super NES that had 3D models. And they looked amazing. Yeah, it wasn't fast enough, that's alright. Probably do an intentional game over at some point here. And we'll go ahead and use these boomerangs for the boss. Just like we have been doing. So anytime I don't get the lucky drop of the Cheerios, we're going to be doing this. Because it's better than trying to scramble for a hit. Oh. Anything's better than shooting straight up in the air like an idiot. Just like an idiot. I didn't say I was one. God. So, when I got to playing Mario 64 for the first time, I already didn't like the graphics. I didn't like what they were doing with turning everything 3D. And on top of everything else, my brother was there with me. He had already been playing it. He loved it. My older sister loved it. I'm about to die. The way things are going. Yep. Yeah, that's a pretty rough game over right there. Trying to decide if I wanted to keep going or what. But, yep, well, okay, this makes all the difference in the world. If there was one good thing about dying, it's that. That makes this actually somewhat tolerable, considering we didn't... If you tuned into the last week's video, we did not get this until the second to last level. Where it's just mandatory that you get offered this. Oh, shit. Jump button just sometimes does not want to respawn. Or, respawn? Yeah, it doesn't want to respond. It also didn't have enough lives to respawn. It didn't enter in the Konami code. So, yeah, my brother who loved the game... Oh, now I'm gonna have to wait. Alright, that wasn't too bad. That actually was faster than going out there and grabbing the key manually. So I've got to keep that in mind. So my brother's just, you know, kind of being a dick to me and saying, hey, you should... I had been playing for like 5 minutes, and my brother said, hey, you should... Oh, great. Hold on just a second. Computer's giving me issues. But anyway... He's just kind of making fun of the fact that I'm not playing very well. I should have the controls down after playing for 5 minutes. And, you know, I was actually trying to give the game a chance. And because of that, I never really... I haven't played one time afterwards, and I made it fairly far. I made it up to, like, the Boo world. Probably playing the Haunted Castle type one. Probably playing through everything as you normally would. I just could not really get into it. Oh. Wasn't expecting them to die so quickly. But yeah, that's what happens when you have your Cheerios. But yeah, I just could never get into it just because it just really wasn't me to be playing a game like that. Where, like, at that point, playing games, it wasn't some... It was just playing it for fun, I guess. You know, the mystery of, hey, where can I get all these items at, that didn't really appeal to me. It's like, there used to be hidden coins just for hitting coins in Mario games. And it's like, okay, these don't really do anything for me. They're not like giving me power-ups or anything like that, so why am I getting this? Just look at how much quicker everything's dying. did. So we're already higher on score than we were before the game over. Just 2 levels. Okay, so gonna need this meat up here. Oh, why did I do that? I knew he was right there. I guess I just thought I could will myself through that. You get to watching enough of these, you're gonna see all the places where the Cheerios can spawn. I didn't even know that it could spawn in that one. I knew it could, or well, I did. At one point, when I was speedrunning this earlier, I knew that it could go there, but didn't remember. Okay, do we get... Guess we do get the 1-up this time. Taking it. Taking the 1-up. Okay. That was way too soon. Luckily, it did not affect anything. Always hate being a little bit dirty from being at work on Monday and then coming to do this. But I just never take a shower afterwards. No, you did. You did, you did. So yeah, that kind of ruined, I mean, I didn't like the Zelda Ocarina of Time when it first came out, because you were young Link with a slingshot. I mean, these might seem like real weird complaints to you guys, but this was the truth. These were the exact reasons why I didn't like these games. And at some point, you know, I will be giving Ocarina of Time a fair shot. I completely believe that I'm going to just absolutely love Breath of the Wild way more than Ocarina of Time. Okay. Yeah. Alright, this is all we're gonna do. He has given me the worst patterns. Yep. RPG jerker. Oh. Trust me. Birds do not have to be in an RPG to be jerks. Just play any NES game ever. And you'll see birds being jerks. Whether they do crap tons of damage or they just are like death by 1,000 needles, them NES birds we'll be jerks. So what I don't have right now is kind of bothering me, which is the boomerangs. I don't need them right now, and I can't remember where you get them. Please go. Ugh. Okay. I kept pressing slightly down on my controller, I guess, so I couldn't quite do what I wanted to do. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say I'm not gonna barely dodge death just to die right away, and the game's like, no. We actually need you to die here. I'm like, thanks, game. So, pretty costly death, but, you know, it's... So far, you know, if I don't game over, this is still going to be faster than last time, just because of how quickly we got the Cheerios. You know how much strategy is put into fighting you? No strategy whatsoever. It's so easy, a caveman could do it. So yeah, just a lot of those, to continue on my story, a lot of those 3D games, you know, for the longest time, they just bugged the crap out of me, didn't want to play them. And so, I mean, you gotta think about that kind of stuff when you're in an industry where you are making entertainment for other people. Because you never know who you're gonna tick off just because you decided you wanted to try something new, and you basically just said screw you to your entire fan base just to do something new. But you always should be trying something. I mean, Nintendo has tried a lot of stupid things and they know it, and a lot of those stupid things had to do with trying to do motion controls, like the Power Glove. And, you know, Wii motion controls, they work, they're still not all that great. There are motion controls, I think I was watching Gaming Historian when it came to stuff like that. There were motion controls that they talked about used in like the medical field that were really, really good, but being able to create something affordable, as far as that goes, you know, they just haven't really been able to do that in order to make controls for a gaming console. Okay, so we should be able to pretty easily 2cc this. Yeah, because he's going vertically and horizontally at the same time, I think that it doesn't really matter which side you're on. Okay, well, being able to kill one of those guys before they hit me would have meant that I wouldn't have died probably at all on this level. Oh. Swear I pressed up. Oh, I was hoping that that would give me that. Oh, what the hell? I thought I scrolled it far enough for the boss. Alright. Nope. Yeah, you can use that bone if you never want to finish this boss. Just add 5 cycles to every health bar. That would be awful. And considering you can have fire, there should be no excuse. Like there was literally fire in this level. See, I told you guys I was going to be using this. To avoid damage. This is probably the most relevant place because there's sometimes where the trajectories of his jump, you're just going to take damage. Oh. Of course, I don't have to always try and roll. Or at least I don't always have to try and roll in successfully. But yeah, you are completely invincible while you roll. Which maybe, if I can remember for the final boss, I can use that to avoid some damage where it's difficult to avoid. So in short, yes, 3D really did annoy the crap out of me because they got rid of 2D in order to make room for 3D on the consoles that I was playing. But, I mean, other than Final Fantasy VII, PlayStation didn't have that problem. That was another reason why I could not play Final Fantasy VII because just the blocky characters they created they created 3D models just so they could say they had 3D models. Basically, it just looked god awful. So, you know, at some point I probably am going to play through Final Fantasy VII all the way because I got a decent way through. I didn't understand how to do the mine section, and I don't know if I was doing it wrong or whatever. That's something I'll probably look up a walkthrough for, but there is a remake with much better graphics. So that will be the one that I'm playing. Yeah, there's gonna be like, I think there was like in fact I know by watching Death Battle that there was like a extra dungeon or whatever in the remake. So that one will be the one that I'm playing. But yeah, I got past, there was that weird mini game where you had like berserkers and stuff and whatever, and I took so much time trying to memorize exactly what to do, like just like you would do with Final Fantasy VIII, learning how to do like the, what was it, Dalit trains and whatever, where you disconnect them and whatever. Yeah, let me get this health here, because I'm going to need it. And it turned out, yeah, didn't really need any of that. What was this? Oh, this is just, get all your weapons. Oh, well I should have, nah. It's like I should have gotten all my weapons. Like, no, I don't need those boomerangs until the second to last level, which you get them in second to last level. And so the way things are looking, is I'm not going to be doing that bonus game, and we're not really too terribly worried about lives right now. But yes, there are a lot of 3D games that are just absolutely amazing. Like Dark Souls, which I didn't think I was going to play for the longest time, but I was like, you know what, screw it. People are telling me this is challenging, and so that was basically like my whole reason for wanting to play. And I'm glad I gave it a shot, because I really enjoyed the first one, really enjoyed the third one. I beat the second one. And no, I've got the second one right now. I've just got to find a copy of Fire Fades, and I don't know. I got to be able to get DLC of the poorly timed Cheerios. Got to get a DLC of Dark Souls 1. That way I can finish playing through all the content. Because I'm not a big fan of playing games like that online. Like, oh, you can be playing through and somebody can screw up your playthrough by beating the crap out of you, stealing all your souls, and getting rid of all your progress that you just made. Yeah, that's not fun. Wasn't sure where all those were coming from. I am going to grab you just for just a little bit more insurance, but that's still way better than doing any of those bonus games. Okay, back up to full health, so as long as we don't do a bonehead move right here, we should be fine. Overall, except for, you know, the mistakes made early on, this hasn't been too bad. Yeah, these guys just aren't going to drop any health. Going to be a little bit more aggressive, at least at first. Probably until we get down to 2 lives. That's pretty bad when you go into a battle and say, well, until I mess up this badly, we're going to be playing it right. But, yeah, you guys, anyone who's watched at least my Neo content, you know I am the Holy One, so even if I were to play on easy mode, I'd still mess it up as far as falling down the holes. So I'd still need those lives. I mean, that's not even remotely true, but you know, it is in a funny way. Alright, so for a little bit, we're going to be doing this, and when it becomes more relevant, we'll switch back. Just had the extra lives to burn, so I played according to what I had to work with. Which is what you should do all the time. Especially in speedruns, you know, you can be a little bit more dangerous in the way you play, and in one scenario versus another, you do it. I mean, yeah, this boomerang, it does give you a much greater degree of control. But like I said, I think getting used to how he moves and everything is really going to be your best source of beating this game fast. Because if you can kind of predict his moves and know how you should be moving, you're really going to be getting the most out of your game. Now, don't have to do anything special, just hit him. Make sure every Cheerio's hitting him. Get in there! Eat your Cheerios! So yeah, dropped a little bit of money this month on games. Also dropped money on Magic the Gathering. Decided I wanted to drop 50 in the arena. That way I could get the mastery rewards. Super worth it. Ended up getting my third... what do you call it? My third... So I opened up my packs at 10 at a time, and I ended up getting my third, what is it, Bloomborough? I don't really care about that meat. That won't be relevant. Got my third pack of Bloomborough. Way to go, just throw that way early. And finally did get my Fabled Passage, which is great. And I had enough of my rare, what do you call them? The rare card duplicators in order to get all my other Shocklands out of the newer sets duplicated. So I've got like half, they printed like half the Shocklands, so I've at least got 3 of them maxed out. But now getting that means that I need Arden, the Usurper, and like this is how bad of mistakes that I was making when choosing my Final Fantasy packs. Because you could literally copy in. Oh, he didn't hit me. Okay, whatever. Haha. If I hit you, you can't hit me. But yeah, this is how bad this list was. So I just randomly got a Dark Confidant, which was great. Very recently, like in the last week. Like this all has happened in the last week. Like yesterday was when I got the Wii, and I think 2 days ago or something was, well, not 2 days ago. It would have been like 4 days ago was when I bought the mastery for, we did it, for MTG Arena. It's too bad these don't count towards hitting him. And now he's vulnerable. But I didn't have our Earth server, didn't have a giant cactar. Great combo, by the way. Because who doesn't like gaining 10,000 life in one turn? Didn't have Vivi. Still don't have Vivi. So these are cards that I just don't have. I actually didn't grab Tifa Lockhart. For some reason, I didn't think that was going to be good for my mono green deck. And then I was like, no, that was stupid. Okay. Getting hit quite a bit, but it's actually not mattering whatsoever. It's like, yeah, I can take these hits. Whatever, bro. Of course, that was a bad idea to just take that one. Let's maybe stop playing so dumb. Yeah, getting pretty happy with what my Type 2 pool is looking like, and once I'm completely happy with it, I'm gonna start switching over and checking out what we can do in I forget what it's called. It's not Brawl, but they have definitely not Alchemy either, because, well, Alchemy is also interesting. But there's one that's kind of similar to what you call it. So we got a 42 today, and I think we did like 36 earlier. So that's how costly that freaking auto scroller was. But yeah, so gonna be branching out on the format on that and seeing what we can do, because I've got an idea of what I want to do in Modern, and I kind of want to test it out by going through some of the formats in Gatherer. So I'm actually playing a whole hell of a lot more Magic than I should be playing, because I'm doing all 15 wins every day, and you know, it can get exhausting, but you know, we're getting close to where I can start opening up packs that aren't standard, and then actually formulating some fun strategies, and that'll be interesting, because I love playing overpowered Magic stuff. So that is our video for today. Thank you guys for joining me. I am the Gumdrop Gamer. You've been watching the Gumdrop Gaming channel. Thank you for the likes and subscribes. Thank you for, you know, just joining me. Thank you for the follows on Twitch and Twitter. Thank you for the donations coming in. And one thing that you guys should know is that Twitch is about to be back up. On the 1st, I will be getting the computer serviced, and we're probably still going to be doing I might just like record a episode of Neo the day before. So I might do this like Tuesday night, and then we will upload it on Tuesday night. That way, because the computer is going to be gone most of the day. It's like 3 hours being serviced to get the brand new motherboard and graphics card. So yeah, that I just had to kind of bide my time, save up money in order to take care of this little issue we had going on. And so this will no longer be an issue at that point, unless there's something really, really funky going on that I don't know about. But yeah, no, we're pretty good now. So just got to get Avast to stop trying to be a jerk to me every time I'm trying to do something, and we gotta be okay. So yeah, that's we're doing that. I think I told you guys I'm uploading to Unpub as well, and yeah, there's gonna be some stuff I'm gonna want to put together for that, and then of course we're working slowly but surely into getting those 3D models. There's I had GDEX to take care of, had all that extra stuff that I had to take care of in order to get some foundation set up, and a lot of it at the end just didn't seem like it was working at all. But we'll see. There's just been a lot of things that I got started on and just had to wait for, and then they've been paying off some pretty big dividends, at least compared to where I was. So definitely can use a lot of progress. Just hooking up with people down at GDEX and whatever, that's going to create more possibilities. If I've got to do all of this, if I did have to do all this on my own, we'd be looking at years and years and years until this stuff was done. But that's not going to be the case. And boy, my life just continuously changes because there's just so much that needs to be done in order for me to have the life that I want. So I'm always going in the direction where I feel like I can achieve that the fastest. And so a lot of times it can look like, hey, this isn't right, but I've always just been trusting myself and believing that, hey, that this is what I love, this is what I care about, this is what I'm going to keep working on. So I guess that's enough of the updates for right now. Hopefully I'll remember to let you guys know that the ones that are watching Neo as well, that we are going to be having these changes, especially because Neo's the one that's going to be streamed most often. So again, thank you guys for joining me. I'm the Gumdrop Gamer. You guys have been watching the Gumdrop Gaming channel. Thanks for joining me, bros. Stay awesome. See you later, guys. Bye.